With Apex Season 18 literally starting next week, there's now some worries about the map changes, as it seems like maybe Respawn misled us a little bit in having us to believe some false hope about one of the new map changes. And as well as some more aim assist controversies, and as well as a brand new battle pass potential. This is not a season battle pass like we always get, but something entirely different and a really interesting idea and concept. Interested to see what you guys have to say in today's video about all the topics that we mentioned down in the comment section below. We are going to be giving away this Valkyrie Loom Prestige skin. Of course, like, comment, and subscribe. I was supposed to be making it today and actually giving it away today, but we've decided to do something a little bit different. I'm currently on like a mini vacation right now. You guys would have saw where I was at, like on my ALGS channel video. I'm on like, well, I'll be honest, it's free. That's why we decided to come here, because it's family owned. It's not even my family, it's my in-law, so really it's like kind of not even a vacation. Anyway, so what I decided to do was take this Valkyrie Loom Prestige skin giveaway and give it away live on Monday night stream. So if you guys want to be there, of course, make sure you're there in person so that you can claim this giveaway immediately and get the prize before the event actually ends. I know I've changed the giveaway date like twice now, so to make up for it, I'm not only going to do all the commenters and stuff to be entered in for a chance to win from the video since I announced it, but also live on stream I'll be giving you extra chances within the chat where you guys can get on the wheel as well. So that way it'll be a little bit easier to kind of make up for, you know, all the confusion. Firstly, just wanted to mention really quickly, a lot of people have been worried about the charge rifle, and obviously the charge rifle is getting a complete rework, and everybody's like, okay, we're all saved from humanity. You know, the charge rifle finally is going to not be so cringe, and it will finally be balanced and not so bad and griefable again, right? Well, seems like maybe there could still be some things to worry about. From Daz's new video, this was posted on the Apex Uncovered Reddit page, we can actually now see that the charge rifle will do 135 damage to the head at close range with presumably a purple or gold helmet. It has reverse damage fall off, they said, so how much will it do from 100 meters plus? And they said if you watch 2 seconds after this clip, you could see that it actually does 196 headshot damage from far away. So this gun could still be extremely devastating, just simply not hit scan anymore. Well, obviously time will tell. Whenever the season launches, we'll be able to know if that gun is still devastating like it used to be, or if it's finally nerfed away from the competitive scene entirely. I do think it's going to be a more of a high skill ceiling gun. Like if it does that much damage, but it's that hard to use, or if they can hear the charge up from a mile away, of course, then it may actually be really hard to hit those shots, and that's why it probably will be worthwhile to have a high damage as well. So of course we'll just have to wait and see. Also wanted to mention though, something that a lot of Apex fans are sadly worried about, and honestly, normally there's a lot of worries that I think is okay. Don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. It'll all work out in the end. But this is a worry that I think fans have every right in the world to be worried over. This is a big problem if it is true. Crowrindo posted this yesterday, and it says, you know, to be given fair, it is not confirmed quite yet. But this is basically to where all things point towards, and this is the way the inside leaks are going. This is the word upon the street. This is the way that it all seems to be crumbling right now. Crowrindo reports that Kings Canyon, Olympus, and Broken Moon will be the official Season 18 map rotation. And you're like, where in the world is this coming from? Where's Stormpoint, right? I thought all these weather updates were supposed to be happening to Stormpoint, and that's why Stormpoint map changes were supposed to be coming. What happened to all of that, right? It could have been simply like a little hype factor they were trying to throw in there, like weather alert. Instead of the weather's going to destroy Stormpoint and create a new map, it seems more like the weather is so bad, we've got to evacuate from Stormpoint, and we're not going to play on it until the update is ready to go. Obviously, we've been discussing the Stormpoint map changes for quite some time in the last couple of videos, and is it going to be at the end of the season? Is it going to be next season? Is it going to be the beginning of the season? When exactly is it going to be? All signs have led to the fact that it probably is not going to be at the beginning of the season. Maybe if we're lucky towards the end of the season. Now I don't even know if that's going to happen. Crowrindo also retweeted this whole weather alert thing about this massive weather coming and says, what's the point of putting these little map teasers if there aren't any updates to Stormpoint next season? If we're not going to see the new Stormpoint map update, why are you putting out these weather alerts a season beforehand to try to make us think that Stormpoint's about to get a nasty hurricane, it's going to move everything around, and then we're going to see the new map change? Like, what's the point of teasing us and misleading us like this if it's not even coming next season? So theoretically, if this is true, which it seems like it could be, then we will not be having any single competitive environment map on this new rank season that they supposedly had fixed. So even though the competitive players play on World's Edge and Stormpoint, even though those are the official official competitive maps, we will not see any of those competitive official maps on the official competitive ranked mode for the game. That makes zero sense at all. And of course, I love Olympus. I love Kings Canyon. I think those are fun maps for pubs. I do not think that they are good competitive environmental maps. I do not think that those maps work good for competitive. And I think Broken Moon is just a broken map and it's just not good. The zip rails are just causing way too much third parties also. I just do not like these map changes. I don't understand why this is going to be the rotation. And of course, I understand why people are worried. Even ZZ from Dark Zero saying this has to be a joke. There's no way they looked at this map rotation and said, yeah, this is it. This is just what needs to be done. This is definitely the right move. There's just no way they did that. But unfortunately, it seems like these could be our official maps going into the next season. Interested to see what you guys have to say about that down in the comment section below. Also wanted to mention a brand new battle pass idea that seems like it could be most definitely the most obvious money grab. I would not be surprised at all if Apex started to continuously try to do things like this. This is a new battle pass being discussed, independent from the seasonal battle pass, so not the same thing. Now, this is coming from Oz. Oz had a lot of things leaked out in the past. Some were true, some were not, and even in this tweet right here, he says clickbait video, by the way, which I think is funny, but I think this is an interesting concept that would not surprise me if Respawn tried to ever do something like this. So basically, this new idea of a battle pass would have no time limit for completion. It would have a level 100 and 110 reactives will be recolors of the old ones. It has its own challenges. You could still buy your levels, but this one costs way more than usual. And so what I presume, if they ever did something like this, they would probably put all of the fan favorite skins, probably make recolors of them so that they're not, the exact same old skins, but still like worthy enough to actually get because they're so nasty. Like the skins are just that good. Make it cost like probably $50 or something. And it's like a lifetime battle pass that takes forever to level up, but at least you can get those guaranteed skins. It'll probably be worth the value of like whatever items you're getting, but it's probably going to be something that like they've had these skins on the back burner for so long and it's really not going to be that big of a deal for most people. And honestly, for them, they're just going to probably make a massive dollar off of it. And I would not be surprised. That's the most EA thing I've ever heard. So like I said, I wouldn't be surprised about that at all. Even Thornton Smash though is kind of like, it seems like a little bit aggravated with the whole money grab idea that EA's been promoting the last couple of seasons. We saw that back in season 15, I believe it was, or season 16, whatever it was, they released this recolor Peacekeeper skin for a collection event and people got so mad about it that they released this statement from Alpha Intel saying, we asked Respawn about the monetization in Apex, including these recolored skins. Recolors allow new players, they quoted, to basically get the content that other players have without re-releasing the same skin, they said. But they have 100% seen the feedback and we've heard loud and clear. They basically promised that they learned their lesson. They weren't going to do this no more. This is abusing the money of the, fan base and all of that stuff. And Thornton came up and said, I will never not bring this up. This was back in the launch of season 16, I believe during season 15 of Apex Legends. The Death Dynasty event is just funny to me. I dig the recolor styles, but it just feels like they say something and then hope that we forget about it. It's like making your 3-year-old child to promise to not do that anymore. And they're going to tell you, yeah, I won't do it anymore. I understand. Like, I'm going to listen. And then they go right back to doing it again. And then, of course, thankfully, we will not be seeing an aim assist change or aim assist nerf directly into season 18. And I say thankfully because I've switched the sides of this and I'm now on controller again. And I'm not trying to get nerfed right when I'm getting good, right? I just need a little bit more time. However, despite that, Apex did make it clear that they were looking into updating aim assist and changing it in the future. I talked about this in my last video from the early access press event and Respawn answering a lot of questions, and one of those was being aim assist, and they did say that basically that it just didn't have anything right now. Like, it's just so complicated, but the vibe I got was that they were probably going to do something in the future, but I never really heard like a massively hard commit quite yet until someone who leaks posted this article. And honestly, this is like a very hard confirm that like Respawn is definitely without question not only looking to change but will change it at some point. And the backlash comes to this makes me think that maybe there is actually a lot of aim assist misinformation being spread around. So that's why I wanted to bring it to the table. So SWL says aim assist changes coming back to Apex. What are your thoughts here? Here is a quote from whatever article this was. It's important to note that it's probably not Dexerto. We'll look into that in just a second. So this website article quotes that Apex players obviously won't see a change in season 18, but Respawn did confirm in a recent press conference that changes to aim assist are coming a little later down the line. Like, that's a hard commit. Like, that's a yes for sure. It is going to be changed. Now, the important note here that SWL also gave us was the fact that Alpha Intel, Dixerto here, basically wanted to kind of clarify this, that they did not perceive that information the same way at all. So they said that they were there at this press conference, by the way, because all these news articles like Dixerto, esports, whatever, all those big like websites, Insider Gaming, I'm sure probably got in there as well. All of these big websites that were invited, they said that they did not perceive it that way, and it definitely was not a confirm, but it was more so of a vague answer. So if you're hearing multiple different topics or ideas like, oh, Respawn's confirmed aim assist changes, note that it is being perceived in multiple different ways based upon the same press conference. So some sources may be saying that Respawn confirmed it because of what this website said, because this website said that they were there and they heard it, but then there's other sources that were also there and they say that they did not perceive it that same way. So just be aware of what you're listening to see if it's actually valid or not. I don't think I'm gonna jump over to mouse and keyboard quite yet. I still think overall controller will probably still be like a pretty good route to go. And the way I keep looking at it is something like this. Imagine someone like, you know, Big E, right? Like Verhulst on TSM. I just can't imagine nerfing an input so bad to where like those players aren't relevant anymore. That just doesn't seem likely from Respawn, and I don't think they'll ever make anything that's like big enough to rave about. So when this aim assist change actually comes, I highly doubt it'll be anything that just makes you cry or freak out. Interested to see what you guys have to say down in the comment section below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends news related. Of course, don't forget to comment also for the chance to win the Valkyrie Prestige skin. We are not giving it away today like I originally said. We're going to be giving it away live on Monday night stream. So of course, be there on the YouTube channel right here. We'll be live. We'll spin that wheel. It's important that you're there so that if you do win, you'll actually be able to claim it immediately rather than like, you know, like missing it, because you'll probably miss it if you wait too long. So be there at the stream. I'll see you guys then. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, we'll see you later, Gators.